We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 2nd down, here is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. One more time going up top with Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get to 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback, in the 2nd half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
This one is caught by Kirk.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They run with the 3rd-year man. It's James Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. One big play followed by another. This one good for 28.
Nice pickup here by Ray Davis, and I really like his skill set in this Buffalo Bills organization, Mike. I mean, remember, everything is going to go through Josh Allen. He's the distributor. He's the point guard. So now to have another back on the field that is good in both the run game and the passing game. And here's a guy, Mike, that had 14 rushing touchdowns, 7 receiving touchdowns his last year in college. I mean, he can do both equally well and just gives Josh Allen one more weapon.
2nd and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. A throw on the move is caught. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now, Doug Peterson, none too pleased with that call, and out comes the challenge flag. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he's going to have the Bills' first down, and he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7 0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That caught by Davis. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On the ground, here's Etienne. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. They'll try and run with Etienne. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Etienne. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. Whoa. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Now Allen on first down. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That'll be intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to have it at their own 32-yard line. A first down throw for Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion comes Thomas. Second down, Lawrence. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Evan Ingram, the intended target, and it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. To throw is Lawrence. Got his man. It's Kirk. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
That one on target to Davis. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Davis with a nice first down grab, and he's really developed into a good receiver, especially these last few seasons, going over 700 yards in each of the previous 2. That level of consistency is one of the main reasons why the Jaguars made it a priority to go out and sign him in free agency.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Lawrence. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the home, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Jacksonville. Down inside the 10. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25.
And while Samuel might have a new home in Buffalo, Mike, he's still that same dynamic guy that I played with all those years back as a young player in Carolina. He is so dynamic with the ball in his hands that in this Buffalo offense, you can either throw it to him, hand it to him, but either way, just get him the ball like we saw there, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's into the hands of Coleman. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, It's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
To throw again, it's Allen. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
This passing attack is proving to be a lot to handle for this defense, Mike, especially over the last couple plays. 4 plays, 4 passes, 4 first downs. It doesn't get much more efficient than that. And let's give credit to the offensive coordinator. Don't try to fix it if it ain't broken. At this rate, they're going to be in the end zone in no time unless this defense gets some answers to slow down this aerial attack.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll lead to a second down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Davis going in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Allen will throw. That finds Samuel working across. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A run up the middle with Cook. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. Nice run to the 18-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now Allen on first down. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A run with Cook, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 2. Going to give this to Davis. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. First and 10. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll try and run here with Cook. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Second down, Lawrence. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So it's a win here for the Bills. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.